trembling, the small boy, because that insult is unable to bear. Suniti was crestfallen, like any mother seeing her son weeping inconsolably. She was crestfallen. She was also devastated by what happened at the palace, how his son was treated. She was devastated. She didn't know what to say, how to console the boy. She didn't know. But one thing is certain. She said, "My dear Dhruva, yes, you are the most unfortunate son of mine. You have grown up by taking milk from my breast. I am the most unfortunate woman. Your father does not even treat me, even on as a wife. He does not even treat me as a maid servant. For such an unfortunate woman, mother, you have taken, and you have grown up by taking milk from my breast." She also said, she is helpless. What she can do? When a husband does not respect his own wife, what that wife can do in that house? And moreover, when there is one more wife to whom he is addicted to, imagine the plight of that Suniti in that palace. She may be a queen. First, she only married him. She is a queen. But the kind of respect which a queen deserves, she didn't get. She hid. Uttarapada doesn't even talk to her. That is the irony of it. Therefore, your father does not even consider me as a wife or a maidservant. Fortunately, you have taken birth in my womb, Dhruva. But she said, "My dear Dhruva, so what your stepmother said is absolutely correct." So, Suniti said, "Yes, what your stepmother told is absolutely correct." What is correct? Your stepmother told that you should take refuge at the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, so that He alone will be able to fulfill your desire. I don't find anyone in this earth, in this universe, who can fulfill your desires, my dear Dhruva. Only Lord Vishnu can do. What your stepmother said is absolutely correct. Therefore, she gives two examples. Your grandfather, Swayambhu Manu, he was a great personality. How he became great personality, you know? Only by worshipping Lord Vishnu, he became so great. Your great-grandfather, Lord Brahma, is the creator of the universe. But how he acquired power to become the creator of the universe, and therefore he is considered as another supreme person, yes, no doubt. Lord Brahma. But he also acquired such a power only through his extraordinary dedication and devotion to Lord Vishnu. After performing meditation for thousands of years, such a power he got. Therefore, there have been examples in our own family, your father, grandfather, great-grandfather, everybody, they became so great because of their devotion service to Lord Vishnu. Therefore, you follow the same example of these great personalities, they will be, then you, Lord Vishnu will come and fulfill your desire. Then Dhruva, he circumambulated his mother and then left the palace and started walking towards. He doesn't even know where to go. 5 years old boy. He understood that he has to worship, he has to meditate upon the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. Fine. But where to go? He simply left the palace without knowing where to go. Narada Rishi, he was listening to all these things. Of course, he was not personally, physically present. But me, being a Trikala Jnani, he knows what's happening in any corner of the universe. That power Narada Muni, he was observing all these things. By his sheer causeless mercy, immediately he came down, he approached Dhruva, and with his virtuous hand, he touched the head of Dhruva. He said, "My dear Dhruva, where are you going?" Dhruva said, "I am going to meditate upon the lotus feet of the Lord, Supreme Lord, Sri Vishnu." Narada Muni said, "My dear Dhruva, you are a small child, hardly 5 years old boy. This time, you should only play sports, enjoy your childhood. Why do you do all these things? Taking to the lotus feet of the Lord. Why do you do all these things? You are a small boy, go and play." Then he said, "If at all your honor has been hurt by the harsh words of your stepmother, you are a devotee of Krishna, you are a devotee of Lord Narayana. For devotees, honor and dishonor, what is the difference? Is there any difference? The honor and dishonor is applicable to whom? It is applicable to only the normal people like us who think that we are this body, we are not this Atma. Only for such people, the honor and dishonor, the duplicity is applicable only to such people. But you are a devotee. What do you worry about the honor being hurt by the harsh words of your stepmother? Therefore, you go home." Then he further says, "Hey Dhruva, the process of devotional service to the Supreme Personality is extremely difficult. It's not easy, extremely difficult. Even the greatest yogis, they perform a devotional service. Births after births, not one birth or two births, several births, great yogis have done devotional service. But they could not realize who the Supreme Personality is. They could not realize. When such great yogis and sages could not realize, you are a small boy, you are an ordinary person, how you can attain, how you can realize the Lord? It is very difficult to satisfy Him. It is not easy. Do you think you can easily satisfy Vishnu? It is not easy. It requires extremely severe austerities are required to realize Him. You are a small boy. Further, you are not accustomed to the hardship outside. You are accustomed to the comfort of your palace. You are the prince. You are accustomed to the comforts. But with the comforts, you cannot easily attain the Narayana, Vishnu. No, not possible. It requires very severe austerities. Therefore, in my opinion, I suggest, don't try to go out of your palace and get into some problem. you will not be able to. Why Narada Muni says so? Narada Muni is full of compassion towards the devotees. One who wants to do devotional service, he will be the first person to encourage. But how come Narada Muni try to discourage a person, a boy who wants to do devotional service to the Supreme Lord? Prabhupada in his purport very clearly says, when you approach a guru with an intention to take shelter, with an intention to get initiated, do you think you will get it very next day? The moment you go to the guru, I want to take initiation. Okay, take initiation. The guru give like that? No. Guru will not give like that. There is a process for it. People who are taking initiation probably may be aware. What is the process? That is a process for getting initiation from our Guru Maharaj. So when there is a process, how can you simply go and take initiation? Therefore, you are tested. Whether you are fit to take initiation, you are tested from multiple angles. Then only Guru also gives you initiation. The same way, Narada Muni, the supreme spiritual master he wants to test Dhruva Maharaj whether he has the determination. Because realizing the Lord is not so easy. When it is not so easy, it requires several austerities, severe austerities, whether you are fit enough to undergo that austerities, whether you have the determination to undergo the austerities. The Guru will always test. That's what Narada Muni says. So Prabhupada says in his purport, Narada Muni did not have any intention to deny him his desire to do devotional service, but he wants to test whether Dhruva Maharaj has the determination to do that. Therefore, he is telling all these things will be discouraged. But the greatness of Dhruva Maharaj is because of what? Because of his determination to do devotional service, to fulfill the objective. To fulfill his objective. That was he showed his remarkable resilience and determination to Narada Muni. He said, my dear Naradji, for a person whose heart is disturbed by the material conditions of happiness and unhappiness, whatever you said is appropriate, whatever you said is correct. But for me, my heart is completely covered by ignorance. Therefore, whatever philosophy you say doesn't even touch my heart. He was very, very frank. When I take our own case, suppose you are in deep distress. If I come and give you a lecture about this Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, will it go into your heart that easily? Arey, go mind your business. I am under great grief. I am under great problem. You are coming and giving me lecture about. You will not. You will not. The heart, the mind, they will not coordinate with each other to act what I am telling. So today I am here to share my thoughts about Dhruva Maharaj. The people all present here, you are very fortunate to listen here, but it is not possible for me. I should not expect that whatever I said, all of you will accept, or everything will go into it. No, it's not. Because our mind wanders. Everything, it cannot simply go into our mind. Everything cannot touch your heart that easily. So, therefore, Dhruva Maharaj said, yes, it is not. My heart is covered by ignorance. It does not, your philosophy does not touch me. He also said, my dear Naradji, the harsh words spoken by my stepmother has pierced my heart. When my heart has been pierced, how do you expect me that the philosophy, the instructions, the advices you speak will go into my heart? How it will stand there? I am extremely sorry. I am so impudent. Bhagavatam uses the word impudent, arrogance. You may think I am arrogant, but it is not my fault. I am born in a Kshatriya family. So my impudence is not because of anything else, but I am born in a Kshatriya family. What is the specialty of Kshatriya families? Their determination. The two major characteristics of a Kshatriya is that their great determination, and they will never allow anything that will hurt their pride. The Kshatriya blood is like that. Their pride and prestige, they will never compromise. And also they will never flee from the battlefield. These are all the characteristics of a real Kshatriyas. So in that family I have come. I am born. Therefore, how may I forgive? How may I forget such harsh words? Therefore, whatever you say does not stand in my heart. Then Dhruva says, Narada asked, what do you want? Dhruva said, my dear Brahmana, I want to occupy an exalted position, a more exalted position, not exalted, more exalted position than anyone in the three worlds, including my father, grandfather, great-grandfather. Such a position I want to occupy. A more exalted position than anyone in the three worlds, including my father, grandfather, great-grandfather. What is great-grandfather? Not Brahma. My God. Thousands of years, Brahma did meditation. And Lord Vishnu was immensely pleased with such a great personality. He says, I want to occupy a position even greater than that of my great-grandfather. He's asking I want such a thing. And then, my dear Naraji, I beg you, I request you, if you can guide me with all your compassion, with all your love for devotees, if you can guide me to give me that kind of a boon that will enable me to realize God, you please show that path. If you think I am worthy of, I can achieve that. If you feel I can do that, please be compassionate. Please be merciful and show me the path, a honest path rather, path with which I will be able to achieve my objective. So, in the purport, Prabhupada emphasizes the word. He wants Naraji to show a honest path. He doesn't want to attain his objective by hook or crook method. No. I don't want to attain my objective through any hook or crook method. Through honest way. You please show me a honest path. I will definitely try my best to observe that honest path, to go through that honest path and attain my objective. So, Narada Muni understood the determination of Guru Maharaj. He understood. He became so compassionate towards a small boy. Narada Muni already was astonished. He said, oh, how wonderful these Kshatriya families are. At such a small age of 5 years, he says his honor is hurt by the harsh words. So, The Kshatriyas are really wonderful. The powerful Kshatriyas are. So he took real compassion towards Dhruva and said, my dear Dhruva, I told all these things only to test your determination, not to discourage you from devotion. You have come here. You have left the palace purely based on the instructions of your mother Suniti to take to devotional service of the Supreme Lord. Yes, you are a worthy person. You are a fit person, upright person for that, I find. I tell you what you should do. It is, of course, a difficult process, but I am sure you will be able to achieve that. All good things will happen to you. He blesses you. Then he tells what is the process for it. My dear Dhruva, you go to a place called Madhuvana forest. Where is the Madhuvana forest? Anybody has gone to Vrindavana? Yeah, in this group? If you are not gone, there are 12 forests in Vrindavana. 12 forests, even today. We always used to circumambulate those forests. One among them is Madhuvana forest. It is on the banks of Yamuna river. You go there. It's a wonderful place. It's a calm, serene place. You go there. You start your meditation from that place. You worship the Lord from that place. You take to Ashtanga Yoga. Take your asanas in a calm and quiet manner and start meditating. After going to Madhuvana, what you should do? Narmani says, through your pranayama process, there are 3 types of pranayama process. Through the pranayama process, you control your life here. You control your mind. You control your senses. These 3 things are very, very important for purificatory process. Through this pranayama exercises, you will be able to purify yourself from all sort of contaminations you have. Fine. Then next, 3rd step. So go to Madhuvana, Yamuna. Then do Ashtanga Yoga. 3, then you do pranayama and purify yourself, control your senses, body, mind. Then 4th. After that, you should meditate on the form of the Lord Vishnu. Narada Muni describes what Dhruvaraj should do for meditation. Simply you cannot vaguely meditation. Okay, we come to the banks of Yamuna, you meditate. What will meditate? So he advises you focus on the form of Lord Vishnu. This small child, he doesn't know what the form of Lord Vishnu is, isn't it? How does a child know what is the Vishnu's form? He doesn't know. Then Narada Muni describes how the Vishnu will look like. He explains. Narada Muni says, the form of Lord Vishnu is so beautiful. It will be so peaceful to look at the face of Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu has beautiful eyes, a beautifully decorated eyebrows, a raised nose, and a broad forehead. Lord Vishnu, his head is decorated with a beautiful jewel crown. his eyes, his lips are pinkish in color. His whole body is deep bluish in color. Lord manifests himself with the four arms. In the left hand, backside left hand, the Lord carries a conch shell. In the backside right hand, Lord carries his formidable weapon, Sudarshan Chakra. In his front right hand, Lord carries another formidable weapon, Gaumutaki, the mace, the club, whose name is Gaumutaki. In the front side left hand, God carries a lotus flower, which was given to him by Gajendra. My dear Dhruva, in addition to that, the Lord is chest is having a mark. What is the mark? That is the place where his Lordess Lakshmi is always sitting, Srivatsa. That Srivatsa mark will be in his chest, which is the sitting place for Lordess Lakshmi. His whole body is beautifully decorated. He is wearing the Kaustubha gel garland. So many beautiful, fragrant flowers, garlands he will be wearing. His waist is decorated with golden, small golden, what do you call this, Odiyan. Then his lotus feet, Bhagavan is decorated with golden ankle bells. He will be wearing yellow silk garment he will be wearing. He is always youthful. He will always be smiling. You look on each and every part of Lord Vishnu, everything free from any defect. He is always willing to give protection. He gives his compassion. He gives his grace to those who surrender before him. You worship, you keep in your mind such a form and constantly worship such a supreme personality. That is how he describes, Narada describes the form of the Lord. My dear Dhruva, once you keep that form in your mind, you fix the form in your mind, then you should chant the mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. This mantra, Upadesh, he gives on the right ear of Guru Maharaj. You chant this mantra. You keep this form in your mind. You chant this mantra. My dear Dhruva, in addition to chanting this mantra, in addition to meditating the form of the Lord, you should also always remember the various pastimes of the Lord which he has enacted during various incarnations. You should also remember those pastimes of the Lord. You should daily take 3 times bath in the river Yamuna, because the Yamuna is so sacred, so clear, so clean. In that river you should take 3 times bath, worship the Lord. You should also make a small form of the Lord, which you have formed in your mind by using the earth and water which is available in the ground. You should offer puja to that form. You should offer puja with pure water, pure flowers, pure garlands of flowers. You should offer to that farm whatever vegetables and fruits available in that forest. You should do them. If you do all these things sincerely and seriously, Bhagavan will appear before you and he will fulfill all your desires. That is the advice given by Narada Muni to Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj, after receiving these instructions from Narada Muni, he circumambulated the Rishi 3 times. He fell down at his lotus feet and took his blessings and started proceeding towards the Madhuvana forest. After that, Narada Muni went to King Uttanapada's palace. King Uttarapada, when saw the Narada Muni, he received him with great respect. He asked him to sit in a proper place in his palace. He washed his feet, sprinkled the water on his head, and said, "My dear Narada Muni, I have done a great mistake." Narada Muni is asking, he knows everything. He is asking, "My dear king, what happened to you? Your face is completely withered, looks so dull. You seem to be thinking something for a very long time. What happened to you? Anything wrong? Are you not able? Is there any impediment? Are you in the process of your devotional service? Or your process of religiosity? Sense gratification? Anything? The processes are hampered by anything?" As if he doesn't know anything, Narada Muni asked. Then Uttarapada said, "My dear Narada Muni, I have done a great mistake." "What is the mistake you did?" "I am addicted to my second wife, Suruchi. My son, Dhruva, he wanted to get onto my lap and sit. But Suruchi said, "You are not eligible for that because you didn't take birth in my womb." I also did not protest at that time. I was so hard-hearted. Even though he is like a lotus flower, Dhruva's face is like a lotus flower, I did not take him on my lap. Not only that, when Suruchi said, "You cannot get on to the lap of your father," I did not protect him. I did not go to his rescue. He's a poor boy. What would have happened to him? He was completely devastated. His face showed that. But I was so hard-hearted. I didn't do anything. I didn't react. He left the palace. I don't know where he is. I heard that he has gone to some forest. I don't know whether he will be alive. How can he survive in a forest which is infested with so many wild animals like lion, tigers, wolves, etc.? How he can survive there? By this time he might have been eaten, his body might have been eaten by his son Dhruva. To not get onto my lap and allow him to leave the palace. What a great blunder I have done. It is because of my addiction to this lady, Suruchi. Because of the love, because of the karma, I allow my son to leave the palace. What a fool I am. So he gave up all his duties towards in relation to the ruling the kingdom. He was always thinking of his son. Now back to Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj, as advised by Narada Muni, he went to the banks of Yamuna river and Madhuvana he reached. He chose a beautiful, a serene place, sat down and started meditating on the form of the Lord as explained by Narada Muni. On the first day, in the first month, he took some fruits and berries once in 3 days. So in a month, He took just fruits and berries 10 times the whole month. Like that, he was doing penance, meditating on the Supreme Personality. Nothing happened. Lord did not come. Then second month. In the second month, he was meditating only by taking some leaves and dry leaves and some, what do you call, vegetables kind of. Only with that he did. Just to keep his body and soul together, he took some dry leaves, grass, some vegetables. Second month. Meditating. Lord did not come. Third month came. So this he was doing second month once in 6 days. Only 5 days he took some grass, dry leaves, vegetables. 5 days in a month. Third month came. In the third month, he took little water from Yamuna river. The two, once in 9 days. Can we think? Can we be without a simple meal one time? Or at least one day? What difficult it is. We cannot think of living in the world without meal for one time. Leave alone 3 times a meal or 2 times a meal for something. One time. But this boy, 5 years old, once in 3 days, berries and fruits. Once in 6 days in the second month, some leaves, dry leaves, grass, vegetables. Third month, once in 9 days, some water. Nothing happened. God did not come. Fourth month came. In the fourth month, how he performed his meditation? He was standing on one leg, not on 2 legs. He was standing on one leg. And once in 12 days, he inhaled some air. That's all. Once in 12 days. You can imagine the power of his meditation. Once in 12 days, he inhaled some air. And by inhaling that air, he was surviving. Which means in a whole month, probably 2 times or 3 times. That's all. He was standing. Under the weight of his big toe, half of the earth sunk inside. From 4th month onwards, he inhaled a little air and closed all the dharas in the body. He had no dharas, everything he closed. The whole world trembled. The whole world, people were choked. They could not breathe under the sheer weight of his meditation and severe austerities. The whole world, the universe, could not even inhale anything. They were choked. They didn't know what is the cause of that. The demigods, all the devatas, asuras, everybody went and fell down at the Lord's feet of Lord, my Lord, my Lord. The whole world is unable to breathe now. We are choking. We don't know. You should only bless us. You should only save us from this great danger. Otherwise, the whole universe will be no living entity. Lord said, my dear demigods, my dearest devotee, Dhruva Maharaj, is meditating upon me and is observing very severe austerities. That's why you are having this problem. Now I will go and stop him from meditating. You don't worry, you all go back. Everything will be now all right. So with that assurance, all the demigods and others left with their respective abodes. Now, Bhagavan immediately got on his Vagana, Garuda Vagana. He got on, and Garuda took Bhagavan towards the Madhuvana where Dhruva Maharaj was meditating. Lord reached the place and he stood before him, but Dhruva Maharaj did not open his eyes at all. He was in absolute trance. He didn't even know what's happening. He completely, the body consciousness was not there at all. He completely forgot what's happening around, what is standing, who is coming, what is happening. He lost complete consciousness of his body, but he was enjoying, relishing from within. From the core of the heart, he was enjoying the form of the Lord. He was seeing, he was enjoying. Absolute trance. He was only relishing that. So therefore he didn't even know the Lord is standing in front of him. He has come only to give a boon, only to fulfill his desire. Bhagavan has come. But he didn't open his eyes because he was so much relishing the form of the Lord from within. Therefore he didn't know. But the form of the Lord which was relishing from within his heart suddenly vanished inside his heart. When it vanished, he was disturbed. Then he opened his eyes. When it was, because he could not see the form of the Lord anymore, that disturbance, it upset him. Then he gradually opened his eyes. To his utterance, astonishment, the very form which he was relishing from within was right in front of me, standing. He didn't know what to do. The small boy, he didn't know what to do. He simply fell down like a rod at the lotus feet of the Lord. He was seeing the Lord as if he's drinking the whole form of the Lord. He wanted to hug the lotus feet, embrace the lotus feet of the Lord. With that he fell down. He wanted to offer suitable praise to the Lord, to glorify him. But small child, 5 years old child, what do you know to glorify the Lord? He knows only one thing. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. He knows only this thing. What he will glorify the Lord. The same thing happened to Prahlad Maharaj in Canto 7, the same thing. Prahlad Maharaj didn't know what to say to Lakshmadev. Lakshmadev was very furious. Nobody could pacify him. Brahma, Lakshmi, Shiva, Devendra, Indra, nobody. Everybody offering prayers. Bhagavan was not satisfied. Then Brahma is asking, oh my dear Prahlad, for you only here Narasimhadev has come, you please go and pacify you, your Lord Narasimhadev. So he went and fell down. But he didn't know what prayer I should offer to Lord to satisfy him. He didn't know. Same way, Dhruva Maharaj didn't know how to glorify the Lord. He didn't know. Lord Vishnu, he understood his predicament. He understood his awkward position. With extraordinary affection, Lord, he touched the forehead of Dhruva Maharaj with the conch shell. He touched his head. When Lord touched the forehead of Dhruva Maharaj was completely relieved from all sort of contamination. Whatever little he had, he was purified. All contaminations left him. In that mood, he offered praise to Lord Vishnu. It is in Canto 4, chapter 9, sloka number 6 to 17. 12 slokas, beautiful slokas. He offered wonderful prayers too. I want to describe only one prayer which is very, very, all are of course, but this particular is very, very relevant to us. It is sloka number 9, chapter 9 of Canto 4. The woman has said, my Lord, all persons who are offering devotional service to you, for the purpose of satisfying our material desires. How foolish we are. To satisfy your material desires, offering will offer prayer to you. You yourself is a desire tree. You yourself is the cause for giving liberation from the vicious cycle of birth and death. To such a person, I offer a prayer. People are offering prayers to satisfy, to gratify our material desire. How unfortunate, how foolish I am. I am offered prayer to you only to satisfy my material desire. What is my material desire? I want to occupy a more exalted planet than any in the earth or any in the 3 lokas, including my father. Is it a prayer? Today, you are present here only to satisfy that prayer? I am ashamed of myself. It is equally applicable to all of us, all the devotees like us. This is such a very powerful sloka. It is equally applicable to all of us. What does it convey? The purport Prabhupada says, "Hey foolish fellows, never offer prayers to Lord for satisfying your material desires, because the Lord knows what your desire is. Why do you ask Him to satisfy? Give me house, give me a good husband, give me a good wife, give me good children, give good education to my son, give me good wealth, give me a big palatial flat, give me a big car, Mercedes-Benz car." What is this you are asking for? Prabhupada says. Why? Because these are all temporary. Are they permanent? One day all this will go. Your wife, your children, your car, your house, everything one day will go. Then what is permanent? Permanent is only the devotional service and its impact and the result. That is only permanent. You don't know, Prabhupada says, you don't know what to ask Bhagavan. You will ask Bhagavan very, very mundane things, foolish things you will ask. Bhagavan will give you much, much more than what you desire. What you deserve, He will give you. So Prabhupada gives an example. There was a poor fellow in a country. He was so poor. One time, he went to the emperor of a king and said, "My dear king, I will be able to do this, that, with which you will be very happy." He said, "Okay, do that." So he did some tricks, and the king was very happy to see him. He enjoyed whatever he did. Then the king decided, "I should give him. He has made me very happy, which nobody has done so far. He has done such a thing. I should suitably reward him." So he asked him, "What do you want from me? You ask anything, I will give you." King said. The poor fellow said, "My dear, few broken grains I want." He didn't ask anything, because a person who is in deep poverty, the next food where it is going to come, he doesn't know. That kind of a poor fellow, what he can ask? He asked few grains, broken grains, to only give me, that is sufficient. The king thought, what a foolish fellow is that. I was willing to give him anything he asked. He is asking for few grains. Same thing happened. Bali Maharaj, when Vamanadev came, what do you want? He is He is the owner of the whole universe. All the three worlds he was ruling. Bali Maharaj is asking, what he asked? He gave me only through 3 feet with my steps. He said, you are insulting me. I am the emperor of the three worlds. But you are asking only 3 steps. You are already a dwarf, Vamana, dwarf. With your 3 steps, it means 1 feet or 2 feet. You want only 3 feet, 2 feet from me? It is really insulting to me. Vamana said, if I am not satisfied with these 3 steps, even if you give the 3 worlds, I will not be satisfied. So, but that is a different context altogether. So just for comparison purpose, I told you. We don't know what to ask Bhagavan when we have the opportunity to meet. Therefore, don't ask anything. Bhagavan will give you. He knows. He is sitting in your heart as a Paramatma, as a super soul. He knows what is your desire. He will automatically give you if you worship Him. Therefore, you don't ask. He himself. So, Lord said, dear Dhruva, I am immensely happy with this one. Your austerity is performed. The penance, meditation, your austerity, severe austerity, I am very happy. I know your desire. What is in your heart, I know. You need not ask me. Of course, it's very, very ambitious. Yet, having undertaken so much austerity, severe austerities, which no one has done at your age, I will fulfill your desire. So, Bhagavan said, I will award you a glowing planet called pole star. That I will give you. You know what is a pole star? Pole star is one which is in the Vaikuntha Loka. The whole solar system, the whole planets, the whole stars are circumambulating that pole star. They are paying their obeisances. Nobody has ruled that so far. That pole star, I will give you. I will make you the king of the pole star. Bhagavan also said, my dear Dhruva, after your father decides to go to forest at his as Vanaprastha, process of Vanaprastha, you will become the king and rule this world for 36,000 years. You will rule this world. After that, you will enjoy all the material happiness in this world. You will enjoy. You do all the austerities, all the sacrifices. You do all charities. You will give. Your brother Uttama, when going for a hunting, he will be killed. His mother Surichi, who will also go in search of her son, she also will be devoured by the forest of fire. After 36,000 years, he will come back to my abode. After reaching which, you will never come back to this material world. You will come there. With that benediction offered to Dhruva, Bhagavan left. Dhruva Maharaj, then of course his objective is now fulfilled. But by heart of heart, he was not very happy. You may ask the question, not happy? What can be that epitome of happiness is seeing Bhagavan? After achieving that, why a person will not be happy? Or can there be a person who will be unhappy after seeing Bhagavan? That was not happy. Why he was not happy? This question is raised by Vidura to Maitreya Rishi. Actually, the whole episode, Canto 4, it is a conversation between Vidura and the Maitreya Rishi. Vidura was astonished when Maitreya Rishi told that he was not very happy. In a very sad, morose way, he started going towards his kingdom. He asked Maitreya Rishi, how can it be after seeing Bhagavan, one will not be happy? Maitreya Rishi explained, yes, he was not very happy because he is ashamed. He feels very sad that I asked Bhagavan this, the tiniest, the material desire that I should get such and such a thing. I should get the throne. I should get a big kingdom which no one has got. Whatever. I am ashamed I asked such a thing to Bhagavan. He said, desiratory to him. Even the great yogis, sages could see him. But I was so fortunate, within 6 months, I was able to see the Supreme Personality, but I made such a silliest, tiniest thing I asked him. So Dhruva Maharaj was ashamed and felt so morose and was going towards his home. Uttarapada came to know that his son is coming towards his palace. He was so jubilant with all the ministers, friends, and his wives and all senior members of the house. He immediately got into his chariot and he went to receive his great son. By this time, the fame of Dhruva Maharaj has spread across the universe. The kind of ascendance Dhruva Maharaj said, it spread the whole universe. Everybody was in awe. Everybody was astonished. How such a small boy of 5 years old did such a severe penance and got the darshan of Lord and he attained what he wanted. He embraced his son. All were in a very happy mood. So they all kept panicking in their family. Suruchi felt very bad. She felt very bad, no? Because of him, Dhruva left the palace. But he has achieved very great thing. In a way, Suruchi has done a good thing for Prahlad, isn't it? But Suruchi's harsh words, Prahlad would not have, Dhruva Maharaj would not have left the palace and got darshan of Lord. Actually, she has only done a favor to him. She embraced warmly Dhruva and blessed him abundantly. She blessed him. But after some time, as Bhagavan told Dhruva Maharaj, father, Uttanapada decided, now Prahlad, Dhruva Maharaj has grown up well. Everybody, all citizens are very, very happy with Dhruva Maharaj. The citizens are very happy. I am also aged. Now is the time for me to take Vanaprastha and leave all this material world. Children, wife, house, all my rich treasury, all these things, they are no meaningless, he realized. So he left the palace, handed over the throne to Dhruva Maharaj. That's Dhruva Maharaj became the king. He ruled this planet for 36,000 years. But one incident happened, as told, already foretold by Lord. His brother Uttama, while he went to a forest for hunting, he was killed by some yakshas. And his mother, also in search of Uttama, she also got killed by the forest of fire. When Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj came to know that Uttama was killed by yakshas, he went to the northern Himalayas and waged a war against the yakshas, who are the place called Alakapuri in Himalayas. He killed thousands of yakshas, he killed. They were unable to stand before him. His great grandfather Swayambhu Manu came, my dear Prahlad, enough is enough. You have killed thousands and thousands of yakshas. It is not befitting our family. They cannot, these yakshas, they are not match for you. Therefore, it is not fair to kill people who are not match for you. It is not for for a king like you who is born in our family, it is not befitting to kill people who are not a match for you. Stop this war. On the advice of his great grandfather Swayambhu Manu, immediately he also stopped the war. And then the Kuvera, who is the king of these Yakshas, came. He was very happy that he stopped the war and stopped the killing. And knowing that he is a great devotee of Lord, he also asked Dhruva, my dear Dhruva, what benediction you want from me? You tell me. Being an intelligent person, Dhruva Maharaj said, my dear Kuvera, you please bless me to have the constant remembering of the Lord. I only want I should always remember the lotus feet of the Lord. That boon only you give me, I want nothing else. Kuvera was happy to give, he gave that boon. Then 36,000 years. He also felt, Dhruva felt, 36 years, I have ruled this whole universe with the Lord's grace. It is enough. So he decided to call it a day. He gave the kingdom to his own sons and he left for Badrigasrama. In Badrigasrama, he was doing severe austerities. Daily he will take bath 3 times in the pure and sacred waters of Himalayas. Worship the Lord with all flowers, garlands, vegetables, fruits, everything he will offer. He was living like that. One day, an airplane came from the sky. 2 Vishnudutas were sitting, 4-armed Vishnudutas came. They came to, on seeing them, Dhruva paid his obeisances and prostrated before them. They were very happy. They said, my dear king, we are the Vishnudutas. We have been sent by Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu wants you to come to his abode. Therefore, we are here to take you to the abode of the Lord. Like that. Then immediately, Dhruva, he took bath in the river. And he did all his pujas, daily pujas there. He circumambulated all the sages who were doing penance there. He took their blessings and got into the golden airplane. And he was about to leave. At that time he thought, oh, my mother, she's a poor woman. What she will do? I have simply left her and going to the abode of the Lord. How is it fair? Understanding his intention, the Vishnudutas said, my dear king, don't worry. Your mother is already going there, you see. She is in the same golden airplane. She is going ahead of you. You need not have any worry about your mother. She will reach you in the abode of the Lord. Thus, Dhruva and his mother reached the abode of the Lord and had the darshan of the Lord. And from that onwards, he lived eternally because Bhagavan has given the assurance. You will be in the pole star, which is called the Trivaloka. It has eternity. There is no destruction for it. Even at the dissolution, at the end of the millennium, everything will be destroyed. But your Dhruva will not be touched by anything. You will continue to live, continue to rule that from the Dhruva eternally. That's what God has, Lord Vishnu has blessed him. With that, Dhruva Maharaj still continues to exist as per the scriptures, and he is blessing all the devotees who take shelter in his lotus feet. In chapter 12, sloka 45, 46, 47 of Srimad Bhagavatam, it says, one who gets the opportunity to hear this narration, you will get all wealth, you will get long life, you will get all fame, you will become a great devotee. All the good qualities of Dhruva Maharaj, all of you will get. One who gets the opportunity to listen to the narration of this of Dhruva Charitra will get such opportunities. It is indeed a great privilege today that all of us got the opportunity to listen to the pastimes of one of the extraordinary devotees of the Lord, Dhruva Maharaj, in Srimad Bhagavatam. I wish all of you all good health, great happiness, good wealth, good health, and always remember the lotus feet of the Lord. For ultimately, it is only bhakti, nothing else. Nothing else will come with you. It is only devotion, only bhakti. You shed all kinds of anastas from your mind and focus only at the lotus feet of our Giridhari. Then you will be relieved from all the material pangs and always will be in bliss. That is the story I want to share with you. In addition to that, tomorrow is Radhashtami. All of you should come for Radhashtami celebration and take part. Radha, one of the greatest devotee of Lord Krishna. She is not an ordinary woman. She is an extraordinary devotee. The kind of love Radha had for Krishna, it is unparalleled. The people like us cannot comprehend that love between Krishna and Radha is completely a different level. That Radha had that kind of a love, that kind of a love, affection, and great devotion to Lord. That Radhashtami, the day appearance day of Radha, happens tomorrow. I request all of you to come to the temple in great numbers with your friends, relatives, and enjoy all the celebrations which you are going to have tomorrow. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you very much for wonderful narration of Dhruva Maharaj episode pastimes. It's been an amazing experience to listen. Always Prabhu's lectures. And his grace Harish Prabhu will go share his realizations today. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji, for a wonderful session of Dhruva Maharaj, who happens to be a great Vaishnava. And just you, his past time, you told us that, that this material world is very temporary. And how just because of one small insult, or rather this one, that he wanted to sit on the lap of his father.
Too much echo is there. Probably you can.
So, yeah.
What's your question?
No, just realization. So, that insult, or that rather that he wanted to sit on the lap of his father, which made him to go and do such an intense and that penance. And he was at the age of 5. What was his age, Prabhu? 5-year-old was?
Can you come closer?
No, Dhruva Maharaj was just 5-year-old, right? Dhruva Maharaj was just 5-year-old. Just 5-year-old. Just 5-year-old.
Correct. Yes.
No. Dhruva Maharaj was just 5-year-old, right, when he did that penance. No, yeah, that realized at that age itself. So that small insult which made him, go to that, not able to sit on the lap of his father. So he goes to forest and under the instruction of Narad Muni, and he does that intense penance, austerity. And when he sees Lord in front of him, then he realizes that that what he desired was all just a broken piece of glasses. Then because that was the when you see Lord directly, so he totally forgot about this material thing. So that is the nature of material world. So through that, this one we under the mode of passion. The mode of passion, right? That's what So it was a nice class, Prabhu. So wonderful session on this. Thank you very much for this beautiful.
Actually, yes. Why this Guru Maharaj is so extraordinary? As Prabhu said, at the age of 5, a person going to the forest and being such severe austerity is quite phenomenal, unheard of. That is why he is considered as a great devotee, and he is at the core of Srimad Bhagavatam. Because the age of 4, where people, boys normally tend to play, this boy has done some miraculous austerity. Guru Maharaj is considered to be one of the greatest devotees because of his age.
Hare Krishna, Harish Prabhu, very wonderful realization. Hare Krishna devotees, you want to share any realizations, thoughts while listening this Dhruva Maharaj episode? So, what is the key learnings in terms of devotee point of view? What kind of learnings we can learn from Dhruva Maharaj? Anybody? Just one or two points. Any Matajis or Prabhujis? Okay. Yes. Determination? Yes.
Determination of the devotee can please the God as well as the word to please the God. Come down to the God.
Hare Krishna. So Dhruva Maharaj has shown that as a being a devotee, he is so determined that with austerity, with the love and austerity, he prayed the Supreme Lord. So that determination, that he get the blessings from his Guru, Narada. So it's only with the Guru help and Guru guidance only we can reach the Supreme Lord. This is the key learning. At the same time, devotee point of view, we need to be determined, we need to be austere, and we need to always focus on the Supreme Lord. So, what Dhruva Maharaj has started with, he wants a kingdom. So, why his father has not agreed? Otherwise, because of, so I want a kingdom of like that big kingdom. But eventually, it ended with, why I am asking kingdom when Supreme Lord is in front of me? So he's that, oh come on, I done a foolish thing. Why I done my austerities for just a kingdom. So when the Supreme Lord is there in front of me, I would have asked the Supreme Lord his blessings, his eternal service, rather than I asked this thing. So his purity was because of the austerities and japa and determination and Harinam Sankirtan. Eventually he got purified himself and eventually want to have a blessings of the Supreme Lord, you want to serve the Supreme Lord. So that is the mood of the devotee. So when some of our devotees came for a different material things also. So after that they are getting attached to the Supreme Lord and want to become a devotee and want to serve the Supreme Lord. So in whatever capacity they can, in terms of seva, in terms of preaching, in terms of whatever. So ultimately, Supreme Lord used that blessing through Guru. That is the key learnings which I understand. If any other devotees wants to share any other thoughts, yeah, kindly be so. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Harish Prabhu. So let's cigarette for Tulsi Harti. You want to share something? Okay. Thank you very much for wonderful session, Prabhu. We enjoyed a lot. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. वाचा कल्पतरुभ्यस्य कृपा सिंधुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, श्रील गुरुदेव की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। हरि हरि बोल, हरे कृष्ण। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु, हरि बोल। Let's stand for तुलसी हारति, तुलसी प्रदक्षिणा।
Yeah, first Prabhu Chief will do the Tulsi circumambulating, followed by Mataji.